Here are your Court News Ohio top stories in 5 minutes.
Steve Holland has overseen the administrative operations of the Ohio Supreme Court for the last 15 years. One of only 5 people to serve in the constitutionally created position of administrative director, Holland will be leaving the court to become the executive director of the Ohio Constitutional Modernization Commission.
It truly has been great fun and a great honor, and I've been given the freedom to do a number of different things which I think have helped improve our operation, and I'm very proud of those accomplishments.
One visually evident accomplishment is the Thomas J. Moyer Ohio Judicial Center, which has been home to the Supreme Court since 2004. The 15-story Art Deco-style building, erected in the 1930s as a state government building, was standing unused when the late Chief Justice Thomas Moyer decided it would be the perfect place for the court to relocate from its cramped space at the Rhodes State Office Tower. Holland oversaw the construction and the move.
We were spread out all over the place, and those offices that we did have, we were very compressed and people sitting nearly on top of one another, and it did not make for a good work environment. You feel like you're in a Supreme Court building here. You feel like you're coming here to do important business, and that says a lot about what the building is for.
Holland also said the updated administrative structure and the creation of a Judicial Services Division have been important improvements since he started in 1999.
We're doing outreach to the judges and court administrators and clerks around the state to bring them best practices with regard to any number of different things, whether it's the use of guardians ad litem or foreign language interpreters in the courts, the way we've leveraged technology to help the courts through the Ohio Courts Network.
Holland has served under 16 justices and 3 chief justices, including current Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor.
I think one of the first major accomplishments is that he's been able to maintain this job for almost 15 years, given the variety of personalities he's had to deal with, especially, the justices. Yeah, it's important to have an administrative director who helps to make the trains run on time, that sort of stuff. But we have such an excellent support staff in this institution that I'm looking to Steve and have looked to Steve for a more global perspective, and he's always been able to deliver that perspective. So I am going to miss that, and it's going to be hard to replace, but that's definitely a trait of somebody who will eventually take that job.
I will miss the staff, the interaction with staff, and the interaction with the justices. The team we've assembled, how we've allowed staff to, our directors of their offices, to come up with ideas on what they think might work to improve their operations. Just that interaction back and forth on a daily basis with staff is the thing I'll miss the most.
Holland's last day is April 29th, with Assistant Administrative Director Mindy Wells to serve as interim administrative director until a permanent replacement is named.
Governor John Kasich appointed Todd McKinney of Akron to serve as the new Barberton Municipal Court judge. He replaced Judge Christine Croce on April 21st, who was recently appointed to the Summit County Court of Common Pleas General Division. Judge McKinney is a former Summit County Court of Common Pleas judge. He previously worked in private practice, served as a state representative, and served as a judicial law clerk for the United States District Court for the Northern District of Ohio. Judge McKinney must run in November 2015 to retain the seat for the remainder of the unexpired term, which ends in December 2017. The Ohio Supreme Court welcomed a delegation of Libyan judges in a visit designed for them to learn about the U.S. judicial system. Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor spoke to the 7 judges on April 22nd about the Supreme Court and the relationship among the 3 branches of government. As part of a 3-week program, the Libyan judges will travel to several local courts and law enforcement agencies across Ohio. Following the professional training here, the delegates will return to Libya with new ideas and will implement some of the new concepts they've learned.
The reason why we are here is just to build our judicial system first, and then to see how the judicial system in the United States is working. And we believe that it's a good way to build or to improve our judicial system.
The Ohio Supreme Court has worked with foreign delegates for more than 20 years to exchange ideas and present an overview of Ohio's judiciary. That's a look at Court News Ohio's top stories. Visit courtnewsohio.gov for the latest headlines on Ohio's courts.